morning, everyone. This is Sean Butner with Start Your Week with the Coach. This is the culmination of a week of Start Your Day with the Coach. This goes out on my newsletter, so that's why we're changing the names. But this week, we've been talking about consistency. You've been seeing me on the daily shows trying to kind of come up with how I want to say things, usually under-caffeinated, and, so it's been a struggle, but here we are on a Friday. So I know I probably need to do some thinking and start your week with a coach, but it's Friday at the end of the week. I think a lot of my audience will be seeing this mostly on the weekend, so that's why we do it this way. So this is a live show, so if you're here, say hi, say where you're from, say what's going on. And if you have any questions, as always, please ask them below. I would love to answer them on these live shows. Or on this live show. The whole idea of Start Your Day with a Coach started when everyone went into quarantine to kind of add some structure to my day and to try to add a little bit of, just positivity in the morning for folks as we all were trying to figure this out. So with that in mind, I just wanted to do a quick breath of intention because we were doing that before and I really liked it. So just take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and ask yourself today, what do you want to get done? Who do you want to connect with? And how do you want to feel? So I think by asking ourselves these three questions consistently, that we can create this psychology that we need to go forth and do what we got to do to live, essentially, right? To survive. And that works splendidly with this week's theme of consistency. So since I have been going live every morning at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, it's been a crazy journey because it's, I'm not the most awake in the morning, and so even though I have an hour and a half, I'm up before, I'm drinking coffee, drinking water, doing movement things, I still sometimes come out kind of ugh. And so but I've been doing these shows, like I said, to put some structure in, but I really do care about helping people find that confidence to approach the day, hopefully start the day with a little bit of joy, and to really have that engagement in what's going on, because it's going to be good, it's going to be bad, whatever it is, we don't want to be avoiding it. So I hope that this has been a consistent part of your morning, and that you've experienced those three things, because that's my goal for us here today. So this week we talked about how consistency is when met with action is passion. So when you really love something, you really are interested in something, and you really want to promote something, you gotta be consistent. It's slow and steady wins the race, not like the hare that takes a nap along the way. Like starts and stops can really, throw us off of our productivity game, can throw us off of going after our dreams, help or get us distracted when we need to engage when things go sideways. So bold action tied to your future is passion. The second thing is, when you commit to someone else, when you get married, you don't say that I should love you in sickness and health. A lot of people would not understandably be very upset with that phrase. You'd say, I will, I must, that type of commitment in a commitment ceremony is what makes that such a strong thing between two people, I think. So, how are you committed to your relationships? Are you committed to, making them sizzle? I never used that phrase. I don't know, even though I feel ashamed for saying sizzle. But how do you build that relationship in a world that's a lot different? If you think things that were pretty consistent before, I think as a society, we're all pretty blind to just how chaotic the world can be, because we've been fairly prosperous for a while. So stuff can change all the time, and sometimes we choose to acknowledge that, sometimes we don't. But it's that commitment to our relationships that can help us get us through that can pick us up when we're feeling down, that can, there's an opportunity here to build that type of support system to help propel you to your future success. And then, your commitment to yourself to say, hey, these are the things that I'm working on. These are the things I'm not working on. This is what I stand for. This is what I don't stand for. This is me authentically. When you fall out of your word, when you commit to something and you don't do it, either it's a deadline that you may set for yourself or something you promised your kids that you do, it, can really cause a lot of psychological distress. It can make you feel restless, can make you feel angry, can make you feel anxious. So you want to be able to keep those commitments to yourself and not have that cognitive dissonance. So after all that, there's 4 things that we basically talked about this week in no consistent order. Is that commitment is consistency, like I had talked about a little bit before. So the actions that you're doing every day are your habits. It's what's important to you. So if you say, hey, I want to get into the best health of my life, and you're continually, not running, not walking, not eating well, then that's what you're really committed to. It's also showing up in a relationship when, things are rocky, when things are great. If you're that constant presence there, that consistent presence there, that's how that relationship will thrive. In a nutshell, there's tons of other things that go along with that, but for the topic of today, that's important. Consistency is necessary. How you are showing up right now is going to determine how your future is going to look. And with the economy in shambles, with everything that's uncertain, it's so easy to get defensive, to get, kind of angry and like in a fighting stance, trying to fight the world. But that's not going to be sustainable. And if you have that attitude going forward, you're going to find that like it's exhausting, number one. And 2, you're missing an opportunity to make changes now, to say, hey, like I can do things now to help build the future that I want, to help shift things around. Or I can at least feel good along the journey as I try to figure it out, because a lot of people are trying to figure it out right now. And so you have to be consistent in, I think, looking forward and getting past the fear and saying, okay, what can we really do about this? What do we need to be doing? Consistency is also caring. I know in Instagram land that these are backwards. I still need to figure that out. If you have any tips, please let me know. I'd love to hear them. So consistency is caring. And, like I said, and like when you get married, when you sign a contract, when you say, I am going to go and lose this weight, then, it's this ability to, as you're consistent, it shows that you care. And finally, hey, Joseph, how's it going, man? Final point on commitment is it's clear, right? When you know what you got to work on and what you don't have to work on, that's when motivation comes in. That's when you actually move forward on your dreams. And so we talked about this week taking a piece of paper, writing all the things that you're committed to on it, and then taking a look at, are these things that you need to do? Are these things that you can delegate to your teammate? Is it things that really are not important anymore that you've carried over with your life? And going through that exercise of clearing your mind and getting clear on what you're committed to is one, it lifts a weight over your mind. And then 2, it really can help you, double down and get going on accomplishing things. So that's my weekly thing on commitment. I want to let you guys know that I am all filled up on strategy sessions for the next couple of weeks. So thank you for those that signed up. We'll be talking soon. For those that haven't, you can get on the waiting list if you go to SeanButler.com/coaching, or Sean.coach is the easiest way, SHAWN.coach, to have that science-based structure that'll help walk you through and help you find your confidence, help you find the levity in your life, help you find that engagement in what's going on in your personal life and your career and all that stuff. So just wanted to let you guys know that. We'll get back to you on Monday with the morning shows. I hope you guys have really enjoyed it. I really do love doing this for you. If you have any questions, again, post them below. Love to talk to you soon, guys, and or at least answer those on this community thing. So that said, guys, take care, and I'll see you next week.